MrBeast is now the richest YouTuber in the world. Now, if you somehow didn't know, for the last few years, the highest paid YouTuber was actually a kid. This 10-year-old Ryan's Toy Review was making like $30 million a year. And in the last month alone, his channel has gotten over 600 million views. Just to put in comparison of how insane that is more than Dream, PewDiePie, and MrBeast combined. So if you want to be the next YouTube billionaire, I suggest just making toy review videos, because apparently they still do well even after COPPA. But unlike a lot of YouTubers, MrBeast doesn't really get all of his money from YouTube ad revenue. He does a lot of sponsorships, and he even started his own restaurant chain, MrBeast Burger. And this has actually contributed to MrBeast becoming the richest YouTuber in 2021. So I'm just gonna be going over this Forbes article that goes over the top 10 richest YouTubers, and this list will probably surprise you. MrBeast is the new number one with record earnings, and Jake Paul ranked second despite past scandals. Here's how much these celebs ranked in. Now, already that is really surprising to me. I did not know that Jake Paul was still making enough money to be the second richest YouTuber. I mean, the guy can hardly crack 1 million views anymore, but I guess he's making all of his money from boxing. With a name like MrBeast, perhaps it was only inevitable that he'd grow to be as big as he's become. The 23-year-old earned $54 million in 2021, the most of any YouTuber ever. So not only is MrBeast the richest YouTuber in 2021, but he's made more this year than any YouTuber ever, as his videos accumulated 10 billion views, doubling from the previous year. What do people like so much? Well, the internet loves watching stunts, and MrBeast excels at delivering supersized ones. In the last year, he has spent 50 hours buried alive, offered $10,000 to anyone willing to sit in a bathtub of snakes, and hosted his own version of Squid Game, building replicas of the Netflix show's sets. I mean, this just kind of shows that huge risks like MrBeast does really pays off. I mean, he had no real way of knowing whether or not that Squid Game video would do well, but he still invested millions of dollars into that one video. MrBeast leads our latest list of the top earning YouTubers for the first time, and likely earns himself a spot among the world's highest paid entertainers. In fact, his 54 million payday would have him put in the top 40 of our last Celebrity 100. So MrBeast is making so much money that he's not only the richest YouTuber, but out of all the celebrities in the world, he's actually in the top 40. And apparently all these YouTubers collectively earned $300 million, which is just insane. So let's see who exactly the top 10 richest YouTubers are. Of course, at the number one spot, we got MrBeast. Thanks to that surge in views, his 2021 payday is almost double of what last year's number one brought in. That would be the 29 million brought in by Ryan, who slips to number 7. Dang, man. He's only in the top 7 richest YouTubers? Wow, man, kid's going broke. Another attention-grabbing project from 2021 is MrBeast Burger, an app and menu that lets fans order MrBeast branded meals from 1,600 restaurants across the country that have partnered with him to fulfill the orders. MrBeast handles the marketing, pushing the burgers at his nearly 90 million YouTube subscribers. He and the restaurants then split the profits from the orders. So far, the operation has sold 5 million sandwiches. So obviously, MrBeast Burger is actually doing pretty well. Once again, that was another risk that MrBeast took. He had no idea that a restaurant would actually be successful. Number 2, Jake Paul. Like I said, this was actually kind of surprising to me, but apparently he made over $45 million in 2021, and 90% of it was just from his boxing earnings. I didn't know that his boxing was that profitable, in all honesty. Like, I knew he was probably making a lot of money, but $45 million, that's just insane. And coming in at the number 3 spot is Markiplier, which again is kind of surprising to me. Like, I know Markiplier is a pretty big YouTuber, but the top 3 richest YouTuber? But apparently he made a lot of money through selling merchandise, especially through the Unis Honest channel that he did with Frank Gameplays. Number 4 is Rhett and Leak, and again, I didn't expect them to be on this list. I mean, I used to watch their channel a long time ago, but you know, it's good to see that they're still doing well to be the top 4 richest YouTubers. And then we got Unspeakable. I guess he's a gaming YouTuber. I've kind of heard of him, but he made $28 million. Apparently this guy is making even more money than Dream, even though Dream is the biggest Minecraft YouTuber. Then at the number 6 spot, we got another one of these kid channels. Nestea, I think is how you say their name, but this literal child made $28 million. And apparently she sold merchandise and NFTs. I didn't even know kid channels could do that. And then of course, coming at the number 7 spot, we got Ryan's toy review. And his channel has made $27 million. Man, this kid's family is absolutely rolling in the money. He keeps making like $30 million a year. I swear this kid is gonna be one of the first YouTube billionaires. At number 8, we got Dude Perfect. They made $20 million, and I guess they got most of this money through shows. I guess they've been selling out a lot of shows recently. And then number 9 is Logan Paul, and just like with Jake Paul, I'm kind of surprised. But he's earned over 18 million, and that's probably gonna change because he just released a drink company with KSI, and apparently they sold out immediately. And number 10 is Preston. Again, I'm actually surprised. Like, I used to watch Preston back in the day. I guess this guy's still pulling millions of views because he made over $16 million in 2021. And unlike all of the other people, it kind of seems like he's made most of this money through his YouTube channels. He has multiple channels and they all pull in millions of views a month. So yeah, this right here was the top 10 richest YouTubers of 2021. Were you surprised by this list, or was this pretty expected? I mean, I knew MrBeast was gonna be up there, same with Ryan's toy reviews, but half of these people, I didn't expect them to still be at the top of the YouTube earnings. This just kind of shows that there's a lot more to YouTube than just making videos. If you actually start a company that people like, you can make a crap ton of money even after you faded from the limelight. So yeah, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, you should hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel. MrBeast, can I get a loan of $1 million? Thank you. Hey, you, the one watching this right now, click this video. I promise, it's amazing.